Dunn left his imprint, and now he's back for the fourth quarter run.
And tied his most points in a quarter this season with the 9 that he had in the third. Quickly down the floor to open the fourth. Lauri Markkanen is on the money with a 3-ball.
And this is the moment of truth right here. This is when you know it can go either way. Coach Hardy's fired up. The Jazz, this is where they have to make their stand and make their run.
Jordan Miller. A drive and a bounce pass down the baseline. Contested 3 is no good for Brook Lopez. Markkanen making a quick 3 for the Jazz, and then Lopez missing for the Clippers. Clayton to put the ball in play. Dunn, who had those 3 steals.
Off of defense right now. Look, he's guarding Markkanen, their best player, and doing a great job.
Clayton surveys the scene, goes to Markkanen. Back to the player who averaged 22 a game in the NCAA tournament for the champs last year. He misses in the paint. The rebound's tipped out. It's slapped up in the air by both Kevin Love and then Walter Clayton Jr., but finally controlled by Kawhi. Dunn throws the defense with a pass fake, a drive, and a spin, and no good. Good defense in the end by Utah. Markkanen blocked by Lopez and out of bounds. And it gave Lopez that time, as you mentioned, Jamal, to recover. Here's Hendricks. He's back in the rotation tonight. It been a DNP coach's decision in the last 3 games. 10 to shoot. Looking for the dribble handoff. Ball is free. Clippers have it. Jordan Miller alone to score.
And right there, I would have liked to see Markkanen go to the post. He had Dunn on him, still has Dunn on him, and play closer to the basket. If you play further away from the basket, that works to Dunn's favor.
Foul Kawhi. When we talked with Ty Lue before tonight's game, amplified our defense and focused on that in practice, and it's paying dividends tonight.
And they went back to what they've done in previous years. The guys were comfortable with it. But right now, you have to get Markkanen closer to the basket so he can be more effective.
Sensible, late clock, a decision to pass it. Hendricks, clock on his back, missed a 3.
And the tree he comes from. You look at the Pat Rileys. You know, Coach Thibodeau and him work together. That is a defensive tree if I've seen one.
On the bounce, Sensible. Late clock, switch to the right hand and scores off the glass.
You can tell Sensible believes in his game. He believes in his talent. He's not really worried about the guy guarding him. He feels like he can get space anytime he wants.
Kawhi, second defender was coming, so he found Dunn, and another open 3. It's in there for Chris Dunn.
Dunn has had an impressive second half and taking the challenge on defense right now.
Reached by Batum. Dunn in the last 3 games, a total of 10 points. He's got 14 tonight, 12 in the second half.
And that 3-1 defensive end, he allows Kawhi to go guard Ace Bailey. He's taking the challenge on Markkanen.
You know, one problem here for the Clippers, a lot of quick team fouls, 3 already in the fourth quarter on LA. Markkanen for the pick and pop 3. It's in until it wasn't. And Kawhi the rebound. 18 points. Now get it.
He knows he's going to get to 30, but it'll be in the flow of the team and the flow of the game.
Slow start tonight, just 2 in the first quarter, but came to life in the second. And now Markkanen is tied up.
And this has to be frustrating for him because they have somebody smaller on him, but then when he does come off the handoffs, he's getting blitzed. But Kawhi Leonard, a tough deal to come back with after being off some games.
Oh, and a travel. You hear that?
And this is where now Kawhi's going to the point. When he's at the point, he knows what the Clippers need. This is the knockout blow he's trying to deliver.
Jordan Miller leaves his feet. Quick touch pass done to Lopez. Spotting up in the corner, and he drills a 3. The Clippers have 100. Their lead is...
Oh, I like that.
Karl Malone and John Stockton were co-MVPs as the West prevailed in overtime. Of course, the pillars of Utah's great teams of the 80s and 90s, 2 appearances in the finals, immortalized in statue outside Delta Center. They had the All-Star game here in 2023. That was Lauri Markkanen's lone appearance as an All-Star, as he won Most Improved Player in the league that year as well in his first year with the Jazz. Out of a timeout, Taylor Hendricks way off on a three for the Jazz.
And now you watch Kawhi at the controls. Very elusive.
And needed those claw-like hands there for a moment, but even he couldn't put enough zip on that pass, losing his balance out of bounds, and it's stolen.
Lost his balance, lost the ball.
Kevin Love to steal. Is there one last run left in this game for the Jazz?
If it's around, it's going to have to be now. But the defensive run the Clippers have won on have controlled everything.
Jordan Miller, good look. Off the dish by Kawhi. Love with the rebound for the Jazz. Kyle Anderson with 7.5 to play. Filling a vacated area. Sensible connects.
I think he heard you, Mark. He knows this is the time. The Jazz have to go on a run. 3 stops, 3 buckets. Because if not, the Clippers are going to take full control again.
Miller inside against Love and a foul.
And being the aggressors.
First of 2, good for Jordan Miller. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Minnesota will be on the second game of a back-to-back when they play that game against Oklahoma City on Thursday. Back to a 20-point lead in the Jordan Miller freebies.
So if you're the Utah Jazz, you're saying, let's get to 10 with 4 minutes to go. If you're the Clippers, you're saying, if we win this next 2 minutes, this game can be over with.
Well, during this stretch where the Clippers have won 15 of 18, and, you know, Jeff Van Gundy, famous for saying make or miss league, don't want to boil it all down to that, but 3-pointers, Clippers 43% tonight, Jazz 33%, as we just saw the miss a moment ago.
Ooh-wee. That was tough right there. Kawhi getting to a spot. He missed it, but that was a playoff shot right there.
Now Kyle Anderson over Lopez. It's no good. More excellent defense. A good shot contest by Lopez. Here's Leonard. Slowed it up. Then started to probe. Drew the double team. Batum. Offensive rebound for Kawhi as Sensabaugh face planted going after it. Sensabaugh favoring his left knee a bit after the play. Lopez. Nope. But a rebound for Jordan Miller. And underneath looked like he'd had a chance to finish it, but couldn't. Isaiah Collier, low volume 3-point shooter, puts that one up, leaves it short. Pull the string on it.
Yeah, he didn't believe that one was going in right from the start.
Takes just 1.5 threes per game this year. Much better shooter inside the arc, and especially in the paint. Back half of the 4th quarter now. Dunn lost it. Sensabaugh. One-man fast break, and it's out of bounds. Yes, off Bryce Sensabaugh.
I didn't play defense, but my hands weren't just for my handles.
And now, before things get going after that defensive play by...
All right, let me hear you guys over here.
Their 4-3 win over the Soviet Union. And Mike Eruzione and his 1980 Miracle on Ice teammates lighting the Olympic flame in 2002. And of course in 2034, the Winter Olympics are back in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Clippers, who are en route to 16 out of 19, Ty Lue, with a little over 5.5 minutes left in the game, has brought in players off the bench. Jamal feeling comfortable with his 20-point lead on the road.
He feels very comfortable. And he absolutely said before the game, these guys are working every single day, so they know the offense and defensive scheme just as well as the starters.
Nice dribble to gather himself, and rising for the flush is Kyle Filipowski. So having come into the game here, we've seen Kobe Sanders and Jordan Miller tonight. First run here for Kobe Brown, Cam Christie, and Yannick Konan Niederhauser. Born in Switzerland and Penn State's first ever first-round NBA draft pick. Filipowski a rebound after Kobe Sanders missed on a 3.
And I know the Clips are up comfortably, but all these minutes matter. This is where you gain coaches' trust on both sides.